In the high-stakes world of elite military forces, training is the foundation of strength, resilience, and precision. Around the globe, only a few programs stand out as the absolute best, shaping warriors who are ready to face the harshest conditions on Earth. But how do we decide which ones are the most intense and effective? To build this definitive ranking, we evaluated 3 critical variables. The first is physical intensity, which measures how much the human body is pushed to its limits through strength, endurance, and stamina drills. The second is psychological pressure, which reveals how far the mind can endure isolation, fear, and stress during missions where a single mistake can cost lives. And finally, there's tactical complexity, which evaluates how sophisticated and versatile the training scenarios are, preparing operatives for any type of battlefield, from deserts to dense urban areas. Each variable is scored from 1 to 3 stars, adding up to a maximum of 9 stars for the ultimate champion. These programs are not for the faint of heart. They push beyond what most of us could even imagine, turning ordinary people into extraordinary warriors capable of overcoming the impossible. Coming in at number 5, we head to the frosty landscapes of Russia with the legendary Spetsnaz training. Known for its brutal physical conditioning, this program is designed to break you down completely, before rebuilding you into a soldier of steel. Established in the early 1950s during the height of the Cold War, Spetsnaz forces have been feared across the globe for decades. Their operators are often deployed in missions involving reconnaissance, counterterrorism, and deep behind enemy operations. Training begins with raw, intense physical punishment. Candidates endure underwater combat drills in icy lakes, extreme endurance runs of up to 40 kilometers, carrying 30 kilograms of gear, and relentless hand-to-hand combat sessions that leave no room for error. But physical conditioning is just the beginning. Psychological resilience is tested through harsh survival situations, such as being left alone in frozen forests for days with minimal supplies, where recruits must find food, build shelter, and navigate their way back to base. With physical intensity at 2 stars, psychological pressure at 2 stars, and tactical complexity at 2 stars. This sums up to 6 stars in total. Despite the extreme challenges, the Spetsnaz ethos is built on discipline and adaptability. Just when they think the suffering is over, it only gets harder as live-fire drills begin. Sliding into number 4, we travel to Israel, home of the world-renowned high-octane. This elite special forces unit is often compared to the American Delta Force for its precision and versatility in counterterrorism and intelligence operations. Created in 1957, high-octane's history is filled with daring missions, including the famous Operation Entebbe in 1976, where commandos rescued hostages from a hijacked aircraft in Uganda with surgical precision. Their training is as secretive as it is punishing, designed to test every aspect of a recruit's resilience. Candidates face simulated hostage rescues under live fire, endless hours of navigation in harsh desert conditions, and interrogation. Resistance drills that push mental strength to the absolute breaking point. Physical intensity gets 2 stars, psychological pressure skyrockets to 3 stars, and tactical complexity scores 2 stars, giving a total of 7 stars. The program also places heavy emphasis on independent thinking. Operators must make split-second decisions in high-stakes environments, often without direct communication with command. And just when they think they can finally rest, the instructors throw them into surprise night missions that last for days without sleep, testing their ability to stay sharp under total exhaustion. Breaking into the top 3, and here's where things get truly extreme. We have the British SAS selection process. Established during World War II, the Special Air Service has always been at the forefront of unconventional warfare, and their training reflects that legendary reputation. Over 90% of candidates fail during the selection phase alone. The infamous Hills phase takes recruits through the unforgiving Brecon Beacons in Wales, where they cover up to 64 kilometers, carrying a 25-kilogram pack while navigating solo. The terrain is rugged, the weather is unpredictable, and the pace is brutal. The second phase shifts focus to survival and tactical skills. Recruits are dropped into the jungle, often in remote regions like Belize or Brunei, where they must master navigation, stealth, and endurance in high-humidity environments filled with dangerous wildlife. Finally comes the resistance to interrogation phase, a psychological gauntlet where candidates are captured, interrogated, and subjected to intense stress, all while maintaining operational security. With 3 stars in physical intensity, 3 stars in psychological pressure, and 2 stars in tactical complexity, the SAS earns an impressive 8 stars. It's not just about strength or intelligence, it's about unshakable willpower, under the harshest conditions. And just when they think they've made it to the end, a final surprise test often catches them off guard, pushing them one step further than they ever thought possible. If you're enjoying this intense breakdown, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment with your thoughts on this ranking, and subscribe for more mind-blowing military content. At number 2, we dive deep into the cold, unforgiving waters with the United States Navy SEALs Bud-S program. Basic underwater demolition SEAL training is infamous for being one of the toughest programs on the planet, and it has produced some of the most lethal operators in history. Only about 25% of candidates make it through the program. From carrying inflatable boats on their heads for miles to surviving Hell Week, where they sleep less than 4 hours total across 5 grueling days, this training forges unmatched mental toughness. Candidates face long-distance ocean swims, punishing obstacle courses, and high-pressure tactical simulations that replicate combat environments. The teamwork aspect here is critical. No one succeeds alone. Physical intensity earns 3 stars. Psychological pressure hits 3 stars, and tactical complexity comes in at 2 stars, bringing the total to 8 stars. What makes Bud-S legendary is how it combines physical endurance with relentless mental warfare. Instructors constantly push candidates to their limits, using cold surf immersion, log PT, and non-stop movement to simulate combat fatigue. And just when the candidates think they've earned a moment of relief, they're thrown back into the icy waters for another round of punishing surf torture, testing their will to fight through hypothermia. And finally, at number 1, standing tall is the most brutal, sophisticated, and effective training program in the world. We have the Indian Marcos, officially known as the Marine Commandos. Often referred to as the Dhoti-Wala Fauj or Bearded Force, this elite Indian Navy unit combines the best of global special forces techniques with its own unique blend of versatility and intensity. Training lasts up to 3 years, starting with the dreaded Hell's Week that rivals the SEALs, but it doesn't stop there. Recruits undergo jungle survival training in the dense forests of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, high-altitude mountain warfare in the Himalayas, and urban combat. Drills that simulate real hostage and counterterrorism operations in active cities. The program integrates advanced technology and tactics, from drone-assisted reconnaissance to precision marksmanship in unpredictable environments. Physical intensity earns 3 stars, psychological pressure, another 3, and tactical complexity, an unmatched 3 stars, giving Marcos a perfect 9-star rating. What sets Marcos apart is their adaptability. These warriors operate seamlessly in sea, air, and land environments, conducting operations from deep-sea dives to airborne insertions and stealth urban missions. And just when the world thinks they've seen the limits of human endurance, Marcos pushes beyond, proving why they are truly the best of the best. Every program on this list is legendary, but the differences in scoring show just how unique and specialized each training is. From the icy waters of Russia to the scorching deserts of Israel, the treacherous hills of Wales, the pounding surf of California, and the unpredictable jungles of India. One thing is clear, these warriors are forged in fire, and only the strongest survive. In the end, this ranking isn't just about stars or scores. It's a tribute to the incredible discipline, resilience, and courage required to become part of the world's elite forces. Whether it's the tactical brilliance of Sierra Madkol, the relentless endurance of the SAS, or the perfect balance achieved by Marcos, these programs remind us that greatness is never given. It's earned through sweat, pain, and an unbreakable will. And as the world continues to evolve, these warriors will keep pushing boundaries, ready to face whatever challenges tomorrow brings.